All right, this is the second part. Let's turn on the light. This is the main bedroom. Bam! There we go. In this main bedroom, we have a poster advertising the movie Female Trouble by John Waters, and I actually got this autographed, even though he didn't want to do it because it wasn't one of his products. He did it anyway because he thought it was righteous, and I do too. Here are some John Waters fans. Not people, but actual fans. Dead Kennedy's Frankenchrist. Advertisement for the movie Motel Hell. Advertisement for Big Beat from Badsville by the Cramps. A flyer from when I went to Amoeba Records to meet William Friedkin. Naked Aggression Fresno. Italian of Saints Fresno. And Repunk Canate Fresno. And most of this stuff you can see on my channel. Melt Banana, when they had an actual band behind them. Yes, I have seen Melt Banana when they had a drummer and a bass player. And this was at the Star Theater in Portland, Oregon. That is the set list. And this is, I think this is from Spain. This is an actual flyer that they would put up in the movie theater advertising the movie The Exorcist. And this is an Aspirin Feast, which was a punk rock band from Seattle. I think they kind of still are. And I bought this from a show in Portland, Oregon. All right, here we go. The Accused. Martha Splatterhead's Maddest Stories Ever Told. This is a record store type poster thing that they would throw up when they were on tour, advertising the record and letting you know where they're playing. Here's TSOL in Fresno. Wow, that was a great show. No Bunny in Portland, Oregon. That also was a great show. And before we leave this bedroom, that's a creepy bed to sleep in, but it is a bed, maybe the one and only, that is dedicated to the Cramps. All right, let's hit the bathroom. Okay, here is the bathroom. There's a flyer from the Dwarves, Portland, Oregon. Ticket stub, Marilyn Manson, Las Vegas. Bad Religion, Tijuana. Circle Jerks, the one where the Huntridge Theater roof caved in and the Circle Jerks had to play in the parking lot. No Means No, probably the only time they ever played in Las Vegas at the Huntridge Theater. Ticket stub to the show. All right. Here's the Las Vegas Shakedown Rock and Roll Weekend. Lots of bands on this thing. The New Bomb Turks were supposed to play, but they didn't. But the Ripoffs played, and that made it all worthwhile. All right, No Means No. Very last time they ever played in Portland, Oregon. I was there. Here is the Avengers, Pansy Division, Moral Crooks. And the Therapists, Portland, Oregon. Kong Off 3, Donkey Kong arcade game, I guess, extravaganza, a bunch of Donkey Kong machines in a bar, autographed by the people who were stars of that particular event. Poison Idea, Napalm Beach, Sweaty Nipples, Saturday, the 30th of December, Pine Street Theater, Portland, Oregon. And here is a CBS, I don't know what this is, just something from CBS, advertising the 1976 two-night feature of Helter Skelter, and there's Steve Rails back, jumping over the desk. All right, let's get out of this bathroom. Oh, I forgot something. This is the Cramps at the Variety, the Variety Arts Center in Los Angeles, California. Here are the Cramps, Las Vegas, Nevada at the Huntridge Theater. There's the ticket stub. Yeah, I knew I was forgetting something. All right, let's get out of here. Here's the spare bedroom. Ah, geez, this is going to take a while. All right, Butthole Surfers, Portland, Oregon. Tartar Control, Portland, Oregon. The Avengers and Pansy Division, Portland, Oregon. Punk Rock Bowling with the Exploited and Flag. Punk Rock Bowling with GBH and Jello Biafra. Punk Rock Bowling with Me First and the Gimme Gimmes. Plus the Descendants. The Knots and Piss Test, Portland, Oregon. The Dwarves at Dante's Inferno, Portland, Oregon. Alice Donut in Las Vegas. There's the ticket stub. I'm so glad I went to that because the Hanson brothers, which is no means no, played also. All right. Here's another thing of the Dickies, very first time in Las Vegas. More of the Dickies in Las Vegas. More of the Dickies in Las Vegas with the autograph of the woman who ran the concert venue, Calamity Jane's, in Las Vegas. She signed this for me. And this is the Dickies and the Queers in Morro Bay, California. And it's signed by Joe Queer. Here's the ticket stub. And here's a ticket stub from 1991, the Dickies, August 16th at Bogart's in Long Beach, California. Okay. Punk Rock Bowling. Adolescence, 7 Seconds, Manic Hispanic. There's the set list from Manic Hispanic. Those are the little cards that they sold. Max Sabbath, Portland, Oregon. The Dickies, Las Vegas, Nevada. Bob Mould, Portland, Oregon. This particular flyer is from the show where he sang New Day Rising as the encore, Most Righteous. Bob Mould, set list, Portland, Oregon. John Waters, Aladdin Theater, Portland, Oregon. Jello Biafra with the Avengers and Retox, Seattle, Washington. And let's see if I can find where there you go. And that is where Jello Biafra signed the poster. Punk Rock Bowling with NoFX and GBH. And speaking of GBH, Seattle and Portland, Oregon. GBH, Portland, Oregon. The Addicts, Las Vegas. NoFX and the Vandals, Las Vegas. The Briefs, well, just kind of all over the West Coast. The Dwarves, Portland, Oregon. Let's hit this wall. Max Sabbath, Portland, Oregon. No Bunny, Portland, Oregon. My Daughters, Needles, California. Butthole Surfers, Portland, Oregon. There is the ticket stub. There's a funny little Shirley Temple poster where she's holding a goat face to face. Punk Rock Bowling. And this face-to-face poster is autographed to me by Scott Shiflett. I don't know what that means, but it means something. The Dickies in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Double Down Saloon. This was a free show. And the particular thing about this Dickies show is they were handing out packs of cigarettes when you came in. It was like a free pack of cigarettes for a free show. Wow, that show was smoky. Okay. TSOL, Las Vegas. Man, that was a great show. The minds, the blood types, the anxieties, Portland, Oregon benefit show. That one was really great. This I took off of a telephone pole in Los Angeles. I did not go to this thing, but it is worth framing. And it's the Crucifix reunion tour that they did down the West Coast. Clit 45, Las Vegas, Nevada. One of the very first punk rock bowling things, which I guess it was called DIY Bowling Tournament. No Effects, TSOL, at the Huntridge Theater. TSOL, Portland, Oregon. That was a swell show. Punk rock bowling when it was in Henderson, Nevada, the Sunset Station. And punk rock bowling with Devo, Flag, and Bad Religion. And this is the guest bedroom of my house. All right, let's end the video here. And we'll get into the dining room and living room and kitchen. And that will complete it. Stay tuned for part 3.